Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you can all hear me all right. Hoping it's better than Town TV. The first comment we've got: what's happened with Town TV? Is it all right? Are there some signal issues? Is it just not what you'd hope today, Andrew? Anyway, thank you for joining me though, and thank you for the guys who are starting to come on and say hello. Graf, that's so kind. Hello from Australia, you handsome boy. Oh. Too kind, Graf. I really appreciate that. Hello from Ewood Park. As I said, really hope you can hear me all right. We're here up in Lancashire, and Town are looking to make it back-to-back wins. Finally, we've got that winning feeling back. We had it from the Sheffield United game just over a week ago now, and what a win that was. 5-0, the Jadon Villagine game. Do we kind of have to call it that? I think so. The amazing hat-trick that he scored. A bit of a demolition, but ultimately it's one game. It's a really important game for Ipswich, though, isn't it? Getting back to winning ways and just being able to give themselves a lift. It's been a long time since we've been able to say that. The first time in 2025 that they have got a home league win. Needed that last week. But as I said, it's one game, and that means that we need to kick on and start picking up some more points. Ipswich, very early days, 14th in the table. Means nothing at this stage, but we need to start picking up some more results and some more wins, as I said, in the coming weeks to start climbing that table and be towards the top in, well, you'd hope around the festive period, wouldn't you? So we're at Blackburn today, another trip up to Lancashire, second of the season after the game against Preston North End, which Ipswich lost, frustratingly. But there's more of a buzz and more of a good feeling around everything that's going on, and let's just crack straight into team news, shouldn't we? 4-2-3-1, unchanged from last week. I think it was a pretty easy decision. One area probably that we were looking at, thinking, would there be a change? We'll run through it anyway. Alex Palmer keeps his place in goal. The back line also unchanged. Darnell Furlong, really impressive in that opening game, or his debut rather, against Sheffield United, alongside Dara O'Shea, Jacob Greaves and Leith Davis. It's the partnership of Matasiwa and Kayusta to continue in midfield. You can hear the Town fans to my right. We'll pan around to them in a minute so you can have a little look at them. So that's the midfield partnership, and then we'll have Casey McAteer on the right, Stu Brackbomb through the middle, Jadon Villagine on the left, and George Hurst up front. So the only change we've got in the squad is Ben Johnson drops out, and we have Ashley Young back onto the bench. There's hard decisions to be made. You don't have players like Cameron Humphreys are making it in at the moment. Harry Clark is fit and ready to go, but he's got a lot of competition in his position. And Town need some consistency within the squad, don't they, after quite a while. The bench then made up of, the kind of quality that we saw coming on last time against Sheffield United. Marcelino Nunez, Sammy Smodix, Ivan Azon, Sindrawala Egli, Jack Clark, who scored the goal. Yeah, really, really good stuff. So, yeah, that is your team. We'll have a look at the Blackburn team. I'm going to get it up now because I have it on my phone. So Blackburn, again, 4-2-3-1 from them, Toth and goal. Alabiosu's been one of their kind of more impressive players. A summer recruit in at right back. It's the debutant, I believe, Lewis Miller coming in for his first start, at least, for Blackburn. So that's his full debut for them. He's partnering Scott Wharton, who hadn't started the game in a long old time, but impressed in that game that they had, the win away at Watford last week. And then Ribeiro on the left back. Tronstad and Tavares, the midfield partnership. Hedges on the right, Morishita on the left. Todd Cantwell, the captain. Boo through the middle. And Yuki Hashi up front. Bench of pairs, Pickering, McLaughlin, Garden Hickman, who I believe has already played against Ipswich with Birmingham. Denever? We'll go with that. Montgomery Johnson, son of, could make his debut. No, wouldn't be his debut, it'd be his home debut, though. Which is quite nice. Augustus Cargbo, and Maktar Gay in the Blackburn team. Let's go through some questions because I've seen a recurring theme on some of these ones. New kit day. Yeah. Looks a bit like it, doesn't it? I've not been able to see so far whether this is new kit day or not. But the training kit is similar to something that I've seen on a drawstring bag. Is it new kit day? Do we know? Do we reckon it's a new kit? The third kit? Yeah. New kit day is what we're saying. That's the verdict from Callum to my right here. So we're saying it's new kit day. It does look similar to something that I saw the club put on a drawstring bag. So that's all I'll say. And I believe that some tie shops have maybe shown something like that as well. So we pan around and I can show you guys. It might be a little bit hard to see as I unplug my laptop there. So here they are. Can you see that? Probably not. It's all gone a bit wrong there. I've tried my best, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's kind of grey with blue, at least on the training kit. But it looks like it could be. We'll wait and see. All we can see so far is the she there is anything to it, but to wait. Go back. Sorry about that. Internet issues at Ewood Park. Yeah, new kit day. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But that is the feeling that we have looking at the training kit, which is different to what we've seen so far. So yeah, everyone wants to know: is it what kit are they in? Don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's looking like a different training kit at least. Come on town. We've got from Ben C. Andrew Horton, again, thank you for a comment. This game is winnable, very winnable. It is, isn't it? This is a Blackburn team that have lost all three of their competitive games here so far this season. They were beaten by Bradford in their third. That was a Carabao Cup game, rotated team, should be said. And then lost to Birmingham, which was kind of late heartbreak in that game. And then as well to, not last time out, Blackburn had 10 men. So, yeah. It is a winnable game in that sense, but we know how hard this game was last time Ipswich came here, and it was a really competitive match. But the rain as well is another factor that we have to factor in, because Blackburn are quite a direct team, aren't they? They're physical, they're aggressive. This is a Valerian Ismail side, and in this kind of conditions, probably going to suit Blackburn more than it's going to suit Ipswich. Matt Townrow, Schuber goal today, I feel it. So that was, it kind of brings us on to the lineup in general. It's probably the one area of debates that we had in the team, where was it going to be Tube Rakpom, or was it going to be Sammy Smodix? In the end, it's Tube Rakpom. We get some consistency in the forward line and in the team in general, and we also get to see a bit more of Tube Rakpom, who I think needs the minutes to kind of build his way up to what we want from him. I still think that Sammy Smodix will play the majority of minutes in this role, in that number 10 position and in the team. Should be said as well, I think I've said this a few times, but Schuber Akpom is a big old boy. He's tall, he's physical. And maybe in a game like this, where you need that element in the final third, it could be a real kind of benefit to Ipswich, maybe a bit more over Sammy Smodix. What is the weather like, AJ? Wet, rainy. There were all sorts of talk about about potential pitch inspection. We haven't had anything like that. No pitch inspections, no concerns. The pitch looks absolutely fine. There's a couple of bits where it's kind of muddy. It is going to be a wet and wild one, but no more than that. I don't think there's not any risk to the game going ahead. Nothing like that. We will be fine. Shane Griffith, afternoon. Come on, the Blues. Absolutely. I think there's just a positive feeling, isn't it? And it's something that we've not had for a little while, kind of going into the Birmingham game. there was a lot up in the air at that point. Hung on rather to make sure they were able to get the point from that one and not go like 2 or 3-0 down. Then had the game against Southampton where they played well, but the 2 matches after that. A big round of applause for Sam Snippet from the Blackburn fans. It's quite a nice touch, I think. So, yeah, from that perspective, I think at the start of the season, we were all kind of a bit worried, a bit concerned, a bit down to an extent, and now in a position where there's more positivity, isn't there? And there's a bit of a buzz, and you're travelling up to Blackburn rather, and yeah, it's raining and it's grim, and it's one of those games that could be a bit of a tough watch at times. You feel there's a buzz about this team a little bit now, isn't it? A more settled team, an exciting team, real depth in attack. We're getting there. It's what it feels like, so that is good. Booze for Todd Cantwell from the away end. Shock. Light rain. It's been like that here for a few hours. Yeah, basically, no more than that. It's a bit damp. It's not really like hammering it down. We've seen it worse, for sure. But yeah, it'll be a bit wild, as I said. Ben Southgate, hello from Sydney. Looking forward to seeing the new kits and hopefully back-to-back wins. Well, can't promise either of those at this stage, but I hope for both. It would be nice to see a new kit if we could. If that is what we're going to see based on the training kits. And back-to-back wins is, of course, what we want. Ipswich have not had back-to-back wins since the end of the 2024-25 campaign, which is not 24-25, 23-24 campaign. It's a little bit sad. Didn't get one streak like that at all last season. So just being able to build up some momentum is so important. It's crucial at this stage, and being able to do that in the early stages of the campaign will be crucial as well. When you think back to Ipswich before, and you look at what they've done in the last couple of campaigns, starting fast and being able to build a good head of steam and have teams chasing you in those early stages can be crucial. That was kind of what gave Ipswich that early underdog mentality in the last championship season. They were having teams like Leeds who started a little bit slower, and Southampton who maybe took a bit of time to find their feet. It took some catching up, didn't it? So factoring in those things, getting off to a good start will be crucial. And this is now the point, the little bit of games, the run rather, where you need them to go and be consistent and really pick up some good points going into the next international break, so that next run of games. We've got this one here, Portsmouth at home next weekend, a midweek trip to Bristol City, and then the Norwich game in 2 weeks tomorrow, the East Anglian derby against Norwich at Portman Road, and then we go into another international break. And the league table at that stage won't mean anything, but it will be so important to be in a better position at that stage, won't it? So that's what we want to see. We want to see a Town team that can be towards the top end of the table around the October-November stage and just give themselves something to work off and just building confidence. Like winning breeds confidence, doesn't it? So that's going to be absolutely crucial. Thank you for your comments, guys, your questions. Keep them coming. We'll do this for another 5 minutes or so in the build-up to kick-off, which is about 20 minutes away. A reminder, your Ipswich team is unchanged. It's Alex Palmer in goal, Darnell Furlong stays at right back, O'Shea Greaves, Davis also in the team, Matasiwa and Jens Euster through the middle, McAteer on the right, that might be the left on your screen, so looking at me the other way, Philogene on the left, Chuba Acton through the middle, and George Hurst leading the line. It'll be interesting to see if Ipswich win today and put in a performance. Is this the kind of team that we're going to see now going forward? Is this going to be one where the starters can really nail down positions? We're going to see that kind of flexibility. There's a couple of parts to that where Ipswich have to be aware of the fact that the fixture list is going to become more congested. There's a midweek game after the next Saturday. So Portsmouth going into Bristol City will be a Saturday into a midweek. And then going into the derby game against Norwich. It's not a long turnaround. And then you come back from the international break with a trip to Middlesbrough, good Lord, on a Friday night, and then going to host Charlton and West Brom. Charlton the midweek after that, and then a game against West Brom 12:30, then having the Saturday after at QPR, and then another midweek. So you're coming into more regular midweek slots, of course. Probably helps in the way that Town are out for the Carabao Cup just to spread things, but the regular fixtures will do them good. I think it will be really important for them to kind of build up a bit of steam, a bit of momentum going forward. But as much as that is the case, you also want to have a consistent side where possible. I don't think Kieran McKenna wants to be in a position where he's making wholesale changes. It will just be an opportunity to rest players. And then, yeah, with that in mind, you're looking at those who are going to struggle to get regular starts and to get opportunities to play. You look at the quality of the players that's coming off the bench for Ipswich. I listed the players that we had coming off in that 5-0 win against Sheffield United. Marcelino, Nunez, and Sammy Smodics for the first, then Azon, Clark, and Sindra Egley. That's millions of pounds worth of talent there. What, Nunez 7.5, Smodics a bit more than that. Azon's obviously a loan. Jack Clark 15 million, Sindra Egley 17.5 million. A hell of a lot of quality and good stuff coming off the bench. So really, really good. There's that competition there, but players have to also understand their roles within that. Predictions. Let's have some predictions. We've got one in here. Ash Coop, 3-1 Town, please. Saying please, like you don't want them to keep a clean sheet. I jest. But, a clean sheet here, I think, will be really good. And I think Ipswich will get it. That's my personal feeling. Looking at how they defended against Sheffield United, and all in all, the defensive side hasn't concerned me too much so far this season. I think they've been pretty good with it. There've been kind of these little moments where sometimes a high press would put them under pressure. You have Jacob Reeves who pushes up from the back line and just leaves a little gap out. Yeah, things like that would worry me at times. But all in all, the back line feels solid. I think Darnell Furlong's such a good addition in that sense. I hope that we get a bit more of swashbuckling, attacking Leif Davis instead of inverting into midfield Leif Davis. That seems to be the way that we're going. I think the inverted fullback experiment won't last too long. But yeah, it needs the attacking side to click. And we've had that, of course, in the last game. So that'd be really good. Andrew Horton, 1-0 Town. Nunez. So we're having Nunez to come off the bench, I assume, late on. Maybe a free kick, something like that would be quite nice. Can you imagine? In front of the Town fans, we've got 80 minutes on the clock, something like that. Nunez spends one in from range and set piece. That would be gorgeous. I'd rather Ipswich win it a little bit bigger. I don't want one of those edge of your seat games, a little bit like we had last time, where Ipswich should have had a penalty when Nathan Broadhead was pulled back in the box. The photo showed it was so blatant. Ipswich score and Blackburn have a million and more opportunities to equalise. They, of course, have 3 goals in that game. 3 goals disallowed before Ipswich managed to see it out for the 3 points. I don't really want one of those in an ideal world. But yeah, a clean sheet, I think, as I said, would be really good. And that's what George H is backing. Hurst for 2 against his former club. He wants one of those. That would be really, really good if he could do that here, because he likes having a point to prove against former clubs, doesn't he? Especially the ones where he didn't get a chance that much. And Blackburn for George Hurst is one of those. He missed the last game here. Of course, he didn't get the opportunity to play because he was sidelined with that hamstring injury for the second half of the 2023-24 campaign. So he'll have that motivation. Nunez off the bench again. I'm envisioning it as this late free kick from range. Would be lovely. Sharon Guest. Bonjour from France. Allez les Bleus. Absolutely. Love a bit of that. Hope you're having a nice time out in France, Sharon. I hope that the weather with you is better than the weather with me here in very rainy Blackburn. Yeah. George H. Town to get a pen in the first 5 minutes. Would be nice, wouldn't it? We've had a couple of penalties, of course, now. The Jack Clark one against Derby and, of course, the George Hurst one against Birmingham. Both late goals that saved points. Both that, if the Town had lost those respective games, would be in a much more concerning situation, wouldn't we? But I think we can be quite happy if they can get one that will lead to a point. We also have to be happy with what we've seen kind of from getting those results as well, the grind and determination to get forward into the box to try and get crash through and get results. So yeah, really positive. We're coming up to, well, we're 15 minutes away from the big kickoff now, which feels crazy because no one else is in. It's just Callum the press box. No one else has shown up yet. So I'm going to leave you guys for the game. Don't forget, come and follow our coverage. Live blog is up and running, which Stu's got going. We'll have everything, all your usual content after the game. Don't forget, this is your chance to subscribe, a really good opportunity. We've got £5 for 5 months running at the moment, a really good deal. Go check the website and sign up for that. We've got people coming through in a minute. So I'm going to leave you guys, as I said. Thank you for joining me. Really appreciate it. Enjoy the game, and we'll be back probably with Stu for the next team news reaction against Portsmouth in 7 days' time. But all on this one first. Fingers crossed for a big Ipswich Town win. Goodbye for now.